Good morning, everybody. It is May 28th, 2026. It's a Thursday. Thirsty Thursday, to be exact. Are you going out tonight? Having a few drinks or anything? I wish I was. I used to partake pretty heavily in Thirsty Thursdays. But I used to partake pretty heavily in every day whenever I was a drinker. So we're happy we're not there anymore. Because, God, I'm tired this morning, but I would feel horrible if I was, because there was no shut off. It was 10, 12 beers a night, no problem. Go to bed at 1 or 2 in the morning, fill your face with whatever you could. Yeah, I'm very happy that we're not there anymore. Past that stage in my life. I've had a lot of stages in my life. God, I've had a lot of cars in my life too. I think, well, maybe not a lot. Think about it. Started with a 1981 Malibu Classic. It was brown. God, that thing was a tank, and I missed the shit out of it. Wish I still had it. Then we went to Mom and Dad's black truck for a little while. I don't know, it was a 96 maybe, 96 Chevy black truck, single cab. After that, I moved to Springfield, and my buddy's parents let me borrow their van for a little while. It was a nice minivan. Drove it around, and then my buddy's sister sold me her car for literally $1. So I bought it for $1, signed the title, whatnot. It was in my name. And then after that vehicle, I don't know if my car just sounds funny or what. I don't know. After that vehicle, I traded it in when I worked at Toyota for a 2000 Buick Century green. It was also a tank. It was more of a boat. It was long. I had that one forever. 2015, well, I guess not forever. 2015 to 2020 when I got this. Then I had this and that, because I never traded that in on this. I bought my ex-wife a car. It was a Hyundai Elantra, 2000 something, 2008, 2009 Hyundai Elantra. Had that for a while, and then we traded it in, which we didn't get a lot of money out of it, for the 2017 Ford Escape. She got to keep that whenever we split up. I could have fought for it. I mean, we bought it jointly, but I mean, whatever. She always made the payments. Here you go. And I had, like I said, I got this. I had this and the green car. Ooh, there's a Cardinal behind me. I don't know if you guys can see him. Oh, he just flew away. When I was driving this, moving the person who I bought the one car off of for $1, moving her from Chatham back down to Roothouse, fucking engine blew in this thing. I remember I was passing somebody. The back of this thing's just packed with crap to move down there, and I passed somebody, and I remember my foot was on the pedal, and all of a sudden my foot was to the floor, and I wasn't hardly going anywhere. And the red lights, or the check engine lights on, it's beeping at me. I'm hearing a tink, 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 tink noise. Oh shit. So somehow I made it into Modesto, Illinois, and I mean, I was just right outside. I limped that thing to Modesto, or this thing, and I got to the park, and I parked on the side of the road. I'd called my buddy's sister and let her know what was going on, and they had actually drove down to Roothouse. So I had to sit in the park for 2 hours, and I'm sitting in my car. I'm like, what am I doing? I go in the park, I start swinging. Like, are they ever coming to get me? And so they eventually did come get me, and then we just ended up driving to Roothouse, unloading the stuff we had in her car. And then I think Mom at the time had my green car, my Buick Century, so I took it and we came back up here. After that, I drove the Buick Century around for, God, 3 years, maybe 3 years, 24 years. I drove that around because I got it back in 24. But in 23, July 23, I had a big boy job and I had some money, and we bought the car that's right there, the 2023 Chevy Trailblazer. Bought it from Freedom in Verdon, Illinois. It was a very good, like $23,000. Couldn't beat it. I financed it. I mean, I didn't pay for it right then and there, but could not beat that price, and it's been a really nice car. I'm very happy we've got it. SUV. I mean, we used to travel a lot of places with it, go down to my brother's and whatnot, down in Alton. See my buddy down in Alton, Dizzle. You'll see this eventually. I know you don't catch up on what's going on pretty quick. You know, you're late on it, but that's cool. At least you're watching them. Thank you. Yeah, we got that Trailblazer. And then not soon after that, I was in a wreck in the Buick, and a girl back-ended me, and I mean, oh man, I was pissed because I was stopped. I was behind another car who was turning, and I was going to turn in the same place, and I'm sitting there, I'm stopped, and here comes this Jeep, and I remember the girl's name too, but I'm not going to say it. And here comes this Jeep, and I mean, I looked in the rear view, and I'm like, she ain't slowing down. And I fucking remember just holding on to the steering wheel real tight, and she just smacked me as hard as she could. And like, I remember hitting the brake and it would not work. Like, I was trying to hit the brake to stop and it wouldn't work, and I'm turning to the right to get away from the other car, and I pull down a road, and then I'm going towards a cornfield, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can't get the car to stop, and I'm fucking slamming it and fucking park if I can, and it still wouldn't stop, and I just kept going in a fucking circle, and then there's the fucking fire department. I know I'm dropping a lot of F-bombs. I'm like, oh shit. I'm not gonna stop, or I gotta get out of this car somehow. So I remember taking my seatbelt. I had my seatbelt on. The airbag did not deploy, thank God, because that would have sucked. And I remember taking my seatbelt off, put it in park, just praying it would stop. And I opened the door, and I fucking tuck and rolled out this thing. I'm not going super fast at the time, but I knew I had to get out. And right before it's gonna hit the fire department, I mean, I'm talking like this close, it stopped. Thankfully, it stopped. And I got out, and I mean, I'm banged up, I'm hurting, because, you know, I just got smacked. She had to have been going 30, at least 30, 35. I get out, like I said, and here comes a truck. They're coming to check on me, see what's going on. I'm like, well, I'm banged up, and I think I'm okay. And I mean, I ended up being okay, but I had to take the next day off work because, I mean, I was sore. And ever since then, I've had back problems and neck problems. So I wonder why. I remember going to the doctor. It wasn't too long after that I went to the doctor just to get checked out. Insurance paid for it. So I stood there, and they did, you know, x-rays in my spine and stuff, made sure everything was cool in my back, and they said everything was fine. But that girl ended up not having car insurance, even though she told the police officer she did. And my insurance ended up having to pay me, but I called the Auburn Police Department. I was like, hey, this girl didn't end up having car insurance. So this is like 2 or 3 weeks later, and they're like, well, there's nothing we can really do about it because it's been so long. What the fuck you mean? There was an incident report, and this girl lied to you about having insurance. So, I don't know, whatever. Nothing came about it. So, we totaled that car, because it was a 2000. I mean, they just gave me money for it, and I ended up getting like $4,000. And what I did was I bought an engine for this car, this 2010 Subaru Forester that I'm in, and God, I've been driving it ever since. 79,000 miles on it. I know on the engine it was like 2,000 less than what the mileage thing said. So really, I probably only got like 77,000 on my engine. So I'm doing pretty good. That's really the big thing. But it is time to start heading to work. I know, I hate it. I hate it so much. Tomorrow's my doctor's appointment. I'm gonna hate that even more, but we'll get through that too. Kayla's like, they can't keep you. Bitch, one time they told me to go to the emergency room because my blood pressure was crazy. I'm not looking forward to, I hate going to the doctor. And it's not that I hate my doctor, I really don't. I always think my blood pressure, and it hasn't been high. Like, I always work up like it's gonna be, but it hasn't. It's been really good. And heart rate's been really good. But I always think it's gonna be so bad because I sit there in the waiting room and I see tons of people, and somebody with anxiety doesn't like tons of people. Just fucking raises up, and we're in Chatham and it's fucking packed in that bitch. That's something that I just loathe entirely, like the Grinch. If I could get away from doing something, it would be going to that doctor's appointment, or that doctor's office. Like, I would like to find another one. And I know Verdon's got one open now, and I've heard it's really good. I just haven't myself went there. I drive by it and I almost think there's hardly nobody ever there, and I've heard there's nobody ever there. But is there a reason for that? I don't know. I've been with the person who checks me out all the time. She's not an actual doctor, she's the LPN or whatever the fuck. But she's the one that diagnosed me back in 16 with anxiety, high blood, well, she didn't diagnose me high blood pressure, the emergency room did, but back in 2020 for that blood pressure. And I don't know if I want to switch. I want to switch, but is it too much of a hassle? Should I just go? I go here once a year. Like, get it out of your head. It's nothing. It's just crazy how I can make it so far in my life without going to the doctor unless you absolutely have to now it's a routine where, yeah, once a year you're going. I'm supposed to be going twice a year, but I always get that second one. I can always do a telehealth because they don't actually need to see me. They just need to know how everything's going so they can fill my prescriptions. So that's convenient. I like that later in the year. That's nice. It's a nice phone call. They always want me to do my blood tests, and I never go in to do it. I need to, though. It ain't bad. People who do it, it's another one of those things where it's just my anxiety gets to me because I'm very hard. I guarantee you, I just saw 10 squirrels, and I keep seeing them on the side of the road. Like, that's crazy. But it's sitting there with those people. Like, I don't know you. Get the fuck out of here. You know? Go do something. You got a job. I'm taking off work right now. Are you taking off work? No, you don't have a job? Go get a job. That's how I feel about it. Leave me alone. That's why I would never hate a job. Because I remember working at Walmart down in Jerseyville, Illinois, and being there super late at night. I'm talking just after midnight. I'm there midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. This is 2010. There's people and there's customers in the store walking around. Like, I remember when there was 24-hour Walmarts, and that wasn't even a huge Walmart at that time. You know, I don't think it's still a huge Walmart, but it's, you know, not super small or anything. Not like Carlinville, Illinois. That's a tiny Walmart. I wish that I could go in the middle of the night when there ain't nobody there. There's the workers stocking, but there's that. You know, that's it. How did we get here? How am I here already? I see this place more then I see my own house. And I pay a lot for that house. But this place pays for me to see that house, I guess. So without this place, I could find another job, but without this place, I would not have a job. The room I spend the most time in is the bedroom when I'm sleeping. Oh, man, here we are. I always try to park in the same spot, so if you guys always see the same background, that's because that's what I do. Got animal cookies again. Got a banana because I'm being a good boy when I take my pill at about 11 o'clock. Anxiety pill. Just get that. I think it's 6:25 in the morning. Somehow my clock's 10 minutes slow. So I always have to look at it and be like, okay, what's plus 10 here? We got 79,788 miles on this Bad Dad. Heard Bad Dad first from James Gary when I worked at Landmark Ford. He used to keep saying Bad Dad all the time. It just kind of stuck. Bad Dad. I call old guys, oh, how's it going, young man? From CJ Hawk whenever I worked at Schnucks on Sangamon. I used the shit out of that whenever I worked at Green Toyota, because I worked at Schnucks and then I worked at Green Toyota as a service advisor after doing detail for a while. And every old man that would come in, oh, how's it going, young man? Oh, you don't know old yet, or young. You're still very young. All right, thanks. I wish I felt young sometimes. I don't feel super old by any means, but I'm not a teenager. I wish I was. Kayla said that, and she's gonna watch this eventually. I don't know where she's at on my videos, but she said I talked very randomly, which that's just me. Like, I watch people who go to the grocery store and that's what they'll do. They'll move it around and they'll, oh yeah, it's this, blah, 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 and it's this much. Then we'll move on to the next item, blah, blah, blah. And then a guy he talks about the same thing the whole video. I'm not that person. It's random, completely random. Literally 10 seconds I can change the subject. I'll tell you about one thing, oh, we're on to the next. Like, do you guys like that? Do you want me to make videos of where it's just the constant, hey, this is what I'm talking about today. Like, constantly this. Like, I don't want to do that. I want you to know my actual life. That's what it's not always about Lucas is about, you know what I mean? But most of the time it is. We'll catch you guys on the next one.